How to become an EN and RN in Australia.
Hello everyone, I'm Jong in Australia. I work in the surgical ward. I have been working more than 15 years in the surgical and defense ward. Today, I'm gonna share how to become an EN and RN in Australia. Let's come and listen to Jong in Australia. I am a citizenship here when I was studying in nursing. Let's see how I can share my experience to everyone and all the international students. Please follow me. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell, and follow Jong in Australia. Thank you. In general, a lot of the international students, they are interested to come in Australia to study in nursing. A lot of people interested to become an enrolled nurse or registered nurse. How we gonna study in Australia? Based on my experience and what do they require here. First of all, you need to finish or complete year 12. This is a high school which requiring. So to study the registered nurse, you have to enroll in the university. A lot of university teaching the nursing bachelor degree at the moment, and that require a lot of things to be comply with the standard of education in Australia. The most of thing important is English test. You need to require all component, which is about level 7. We got our IL. Everybody have to get the English test, and then you need to study in the university for 3-year bachelor degree. This study component with the clinical placement, which you have to do a lot of clinical practice in the hospital or nursing home. There will be a different type of clinical placement in my year before I complete my registered nurse degree, and you need to comply with all study and pass all subject or unit required from the university. The critical placement required by the university that all the students have to do to grant the experience in the hospital in the different types of work placement environment before you qualify to become a RN or registered nurse in Australia. As I speak from the beginning that there will be 2 different types of nurse in Australia. One is the enrolled nurse and the other one is registered nurse. How do they work it differently? You can listen in my Thai version if you are Thai, that I already explained what is different, but I will speak again in English at now to see what is different between EEN and RN. First of all the international students, they are required to speak reading, writing very well in English because of you have to be more professional to be able to study and complete and come out to become a registered nurse and work with a multiple team in the hospital, such as doctor, physiotherapy, and other team that we need to work together to look after the patient. And to be able to do this, they set the examination with the IL in 7 band, which is the mean band 7. I talk it way around. So in this case, everybody have to sit down to get test IL. As the requirement, you don't need to sit down for only the IL. You can sit down for ORT, which is mean the full name is, which is the Occupation English Test or PTA. PTA is can be another test that you can sit down and have a test to get the band 7. Is up to you, but all of these the cost will be involved for sit down and have a test. one other thing that you need to remember that you need to get band 7 to be able to register with the APRA that required by under Australian law who want to work as a registered nurse or enrolled nurse here. So the result of the component of brand 7 need to be required. But however, some of the university, they consider about probably brand 6. But I don't know which university, you have to find out yourself. So in this case, let's try to get all the tests, English tests in the brand 7, so will be more benefit for you to come and study nursing degree in Australia. So I hope that this information might help you a little. So my suggestion, do a bit of researching before you apply in each university because they are differently. So you got more information for yourself. So don't miss out any other further information that you should know before you apply in each university because they probably a little bit different in each university. Because of the nursing degree is very popular degree for study, a lot of university they provide this course for all the international students to come and study. So doing a bit of research and find out which university that you would love to go and study, so you know which English do they require to get into or enroll for study registered degree. Other thing that you need to know and consider, if you want to study in the university either in Sydney or Melbourne, which is a big city, a lot of costs involved. A living cost is quite expensive in Sydney and Melbourne. So you need to prepare yourself for living costs because you might know that you're allowed to work 20 hours per week, but to do the nursing degree, a lot of clinical placement, a lot of assignment, a lot of study. So will you have time to do study or you're gonna work as well? So this is have to be considered. That's your information you should find out. Because to live in Sydney or Melbourne, if you don't have any resource for supporting, it's quite expensive. However, the other good opportunity to live in Sydney and Melbourne because there are a lot of work for the student to find to work when they're off from the university in summer, or maybe someday you didn't study, so you can work some hour. So that is the benefit for the international student who choose to study in Sydney or Melbourne. So this is be aware of it. Again, on this case, I'm not talk about the general job for the international student because there might be a limit job for the international students for work because of they can work in certain job only. Some of the international students they might work in the restaurant, which is after 5 p.m. Some might work as an assistant in nursing in the nursing home if they qualify for undergraduate student to work there, or some might do some cleaning job. But this type of job will be a lot in Sydney and Melbourne, but it doesn't guarantee that you will get a job while you study in the university. Majority of the international students they find hard, but they be managed to be able to get some job. So let's see, before you choose to come and study in Sydney and Melbourne, you need to be aware of this one. However, if you got a lot of money or you have enough money, so please come to Sydney or Melbourne to study about nursing degree in each university. So you get more benefit to see aloud in these two big city. So don't be too afraid to apply, but plan properly which city or which state you want to go and study and which university. Other thing that I want to talk about that if you don't mind, you can go in the remote area. So when you finish, you can apply for the permanent residency and you will grant 5 points to apply with the application because you are of the state city area. So you need to find out which area that there will be another 5 points for you to be able to apply the permanent residency to live in Australia after you graduate. Now we come about the cost of study. It depends if you do about EN course diploma degree. So for the international student, it's about $8,000 per semester or per term. Depend on, this is not a fixed number. So you have to be prepared that this cost will be not cheap. So study and find out and do more research about that. So you're able to see roughly how much money you have to prepare. This is a diploma. And how about registered nurse in the university? How much is per course? And the diploma, sorry, I have to go back again. Diploma degree, the diploma certificate, the whole course is roughly about 24,000 Australian dollar. This is not fixed. I'm telling you this not update the cost because the prices increase all the time. So find out about how much it's gonna be cost, but roughly about 25,000 for about 1.5 year or 2 year diploma degree to become a enrolled nurse. I see on the registered nurse course 3-year bachelor degree for the international student. Roughly individual of the university will be different, approximate about 13,000 per semester. As I said that individual of the university will be different price, so roughly about 13,000 per semester. 3 years course, you talk about 70 up to 80,000 for the course to become a complete registered nursing degree in different university. So this is about the information that I can provide for you. But before you come, you have to find out and update exactly how much will be cost, because each year different university they put the price up. So this is the lovely idea, all right? Different university they charge a different free of the tour. So do some research before you decide which university you're gonna come and study. This is lovely because when I was doing my bachelor degree, a citizenship here, I only paid the whole cost. I finished in 2 years. They call the fast track, and it cost me only $18,000. But I'm a local, I'm a domestic, so it's not an international student. So be aware the cost for the tuition fee will be different in each university. So thing is again, cost for bachelor degree in nursing, become an RN, might cost about 78 to 80,000 roughly for international student. Is that worth to become the registered nurse in Australia? A lot of my friends from overseas, they are the international student, they say it worth and they become a citizen later. So think about that. Which way you want to become a enrolled nurse or registered nurse in Australia? Another option was a lot of people doing while they complete either enrolled nurse and then they study later. The international student, they might choose to do the diploma certificate in enrolled nurse, and when they complete and graduate, they're gonna do the part-time study or part-time work so they can earn pathway and save money, and that will be make life a lot easily. But you need to find out a lot of work provide for you as the international student or not, before you come out here as well. Today, Nurse Jong in Australia provides some information how to become the EN and RN in Australia. Next video, I will bring some more information that provide for all international students in different countries. Please subscribe my channel and you don't miss out some good information. Which Nurse Jong in Australia, I have been working in the surgical ward in public hospital in Sydney more than 15 years. Based on my study, I complete registered nurse in the university here in Sydney, and I went further and complete my acute care specialist on master degree of nursing as well. Let's come and listen to Nurse Jong in Australia. Thank you. See you.